Welcome today. This is the 6th of September 23. I'm here to get people reacting to what they believe will be the outcome of the tribunal today. It is a special day, and it's a day that Nigeria will decide who will become, the judicial system will decide who will become the next legitimate president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Although experts have predicted that either ways there will be a Supreme Court tussle, even if the tribunal gives the victory to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They're expecting Peter Obi and Atiku to go to the Supreme Court, or if it is given to Peter Obi, they're expecting Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Atiku to go to the Supreme Court today. Nigerians are eagerly waiting and to know what will be the outcome of the tribunal today. There's a report that it will broadcast live, and the faces of the judges will not be shown, but the verdict will be broadcast live for interested television stations to be part of this wonderful and iconic history that we are having today. I am Christian Chuka. I have Mr. Charles. Good morning, Mr. Charles.
Good morning, Mr. Christian Chuka.
Let's start with what are your expectations this morning? Just hold it.
Good morning, Mr. Christian Chuka. I have a lot of expectation this morning. So what's the question?
The tribunal will be giving judgment today, and P2B supporters, APC supporters, PDP supporters are all anticipating whether it's going to be giving their principal.
Well, once again, good morning, and my name is Mr. Charles Chukwuyode. Definitely, we are expecting a lot from the tribunal, but I don't have much confidence on the tribunal because a lot of the tribunals have failed Nigerians. I don't have much confidence on them because we are dealing with people who a lot of things may have gone wrong in terms of the APC itself are not even a respecter of most of the rule of law that is taking place in Nigeria. But well, this is a judgment that is based on triple individual, Atiku, Obi, and Tinubu. So today we stand a chance of seeing one of the best judgments. If they should deliver this kind of judgment for the good of the entire nations, entire masses, I think posterity will live to remember them for good. But I don't have much confidence on the Nigerian judiciary because they have failed us. They have failed woefully and totally. Look at. I have a sister. Look at what Mrs. Mary Odide, who happens to come from the same place. She's from Umbisa. I'm from Umbisa too. But sometimes look at people like that. There's going to be one of the most important judgments in Nigeria. But somebody like that, who is one of the top justices in Nigeria, happens to leave the shores of this country and travel to London. She's supposed to be here and look at what is going to happen. But look at what we are experiencing. We are experiencing a situation whereby most of this
she's not part of the.
My brother, even if she's not part of
the panel,
even if she's not part of the panel, these are one of the respected justice we have in Nigeria. And if you step in and find out what is going to happen, but we are witnessing a situation whereby most of this judiciary, we don't have much confidence on them because a lot of prayers have been sent into their different members. So I don't have much confidence on the Nigerian judiciary. But what we're expecting, let's see whether they're going to deliver a very nice judgment today and the posterity will live to remember them for good.
It seems most Nigerians are not interested. Most Nigerians are interested in what is going to happen today. People are eagerly waiting when they are going to start televising it.
Yes, when you look at most Nigerians, you see that most of them are very, very much closer to their television houses.
Yeah,
everybody wants to know because it's going to be what I may call a one for a lifetime. It's going to be an evidence and a witness for you to know that this is what happened during your time. And you could be able to tell your children which time this is what happened. So you should expect Nigerians to be very, very much interested on whatever that is going to happen today. Because everybody is more sensitive now in nature, both in ideas and ideology, because you cannot keep, Nigeria is a country whereby people most of these politicians looked at us as if we don't know what they're doing. But now every individual is more sensitive to know what is going to happen.
Okay, currently, police block the entrance to the Court of Appeal. They are warning politicians against violence. Do you foresee any form of violence today?
I'm not seeing. I'm seeing violence, but I'm not seeing violence because yes, when you look at the judgment, a few days ago they have said it that what they needed is only if you don't have any business with the court, you don't need to come close to that particular court. Once I was opportune to be in that particular place until 2014. It cannot even contain about 100 individuals. But we are in a country whereby even if justice is being delivered peacefully, there is going to be commotion in different environments. So we should be expecting a lot of commotion is going to happen in this country today. But that's not that is not.
We're expecting commotion today.
Whether you like it or not, that's Nigerians for you. That's Nigerian for you. But it's not that I'm praying for that. It's not that I'm praying for that. But the reason why I'm saying this, the little thing you do in Nigeria is going to cause crisis. So you should not expect APC members should sit down and watch that a rule has been delivered against them. You should not be expecting Atiku himself being the PDP member. Definitely, when you look at the APC members, I think in Nigeria they have one of the highest, what I may call the highest political talks in Nigeria now. So definitely, let's assume that the rules goes against them. Do you think they will fold their hands and watch most things that's going to go, even with the expectation of the security that has been beefed up in Abuja or in other places? So I'm well, with God, we should be praying that with God, everything will subside.
Okay, yes, we have an update now. Many people are being barred from going closer to the tribunal because they believe that if we have more crowds there, they might not be able to control the whatever that is coming or whatever they are expecting.
Well, I told you a few days ago, announcement was made that if you don't have any business with a tribunal, with a court, you don't have any business coming in there. So what they said is that only people they are expecting are the media people, the journalists like you, the lawyers, and the plaintiff themselves. These are the few individuals that have been expected to come to the court. So aside from that, anybody that is coming into the court is nothing but trying to improve the roles of the court. Are you getting me? So what they said is quite okay. You don't expect, if you don't have any business with the court, so you don't have any business going there, just watch. That is why they said there's going to be what we call telecast. That is why the government said there's going to be what we call telecast. They're going to announce it, they're going to watch it live. So stay in your house. If you should go out to the court, you are the one incurring the wrath of the court.
One more question: do you still want this government, the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to still remain in power?
My brother, no man in his rightful senses will be able to see or to tell himself that he is enjoying this kind of government. This is just barely 100 days in office, but you have not seen anything good that comes out from the government. So I am not seeing anything good from this particular government. What I'm expecting, if the right person should come in, okay, what are you saying? We have about 100 days in office. Nigerians are lamenting. There's hunger in the land. Almost prices of goods is going on a higher on a daily basis. So you should not be expecting Nigerians. Look at, turn your camera, you find out that a lot of individuals cannot even go to work anymore. Why? Simply because there is the effect of the subsidy removal was not done in accordance with the yearnings of Nigerians. So we are not expecting Nigerians to be very, very much happy and excited. Look at, this is a street of Ogba. A street of Ogba in the sense that this is one of the most crowded streets in Lagos State. But what are we seeing? We are seeing a situation whereby a lot of individuals, there's no crowd anymore. People park their car. People can't go to work anymore. So you should be expecting, you should be telling yourself, if you are a Yoruba man, an Igbo man, or any other person supporting this particular government, tell yourself the truth. The government had failed Nigerians woefully, so we are not very, very much happy.
You are saying you don't want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to return as president?
My brother, the man has no.
You want the government to go against him?
Let's go against him because we are not. There's nothing good. I don't see anything good. Hausa people used to say that the Sunday that will be good will start from Friday. If a Friday will be a Sunday that will be good will start from Friday, it means that Tinubu did not start on a very good note. Barely, you just entered into your office. What did you do? You gave a very loud broadcast that subsidy removal have. Yes, even if most of the candidates preach about subsidy removal, but they did not do it in such a way that they're going to remove it immediately like that. You should have removed this thing gradually, and you are removing subsidy. Do you forget that there's supposed to be what I may call subsidy in terms of health, in terms of education, so that at least people, most of the pregnant women that cannot even afford a delivery fee, can be able to go there, deliver, and the money, the subsidized rate should be, it should be reduced in terms of the number of whatever they have to pay for the hospital bill. So I am not against. Yes, let me be frank with. I am not against the government of Tinubu, but I'm against whatever move he have taken with this 100 days in office. The move he has taken is a very, very wrong move, because whoever has been giving this kind of advice has given the wrong advice that has helped in terms of tarnishing the image and his policy.
One more last question: Nigeria will not burn if Tinubu remains the president.
Yes, Nigeria will not burn if Tinubu remains the president of Nigeria, and Nigeria will not fall. Nigeria will not burn if Obi is declared the president of this country, and Nigeria will not fall and burn if Atiku is being declared the president of this country. So what we are saying, the judiciary should only do what is right, so that tomorrow you and I will be able to remember them for good. You and I will be able to tell our unborn kids that we have once in a lifetime, in the year 2023, September 6th, there was a very good judgment in Nigeria, which I will tell you as my kids today, and a good judgment was delivered. That is only when you are preaching to your children that you have confidence or you don't have confidence on the Nigerian judiciary. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles. You can see Nigerians are anticipating for what will happen today. Today is a day of history. We are going to make history in Nigeria, when the judge will tell us and interpret to the much controversial issue of the 25% getting 25% of the votes in FCT. I have Mr. David.
Good morning to you, Mr. Christian Chuku. A very wonderful morning to you.
Today is like once in a history, or once in a while, or once in you don't find such days in the history of Nigeria.
History will not be made today, and that's what I said. I've been saying today is a day for us to celebrate, eat up, drink Malta Guinness. Because
good morning, King Cross Giovanni. Good morning. So nothing positive will come out of it apart from their kangaroo and kurukere judgment. Yes, sir.
We've been in this part of this struggle before. We don't expect. See, one thing about this, people need to understand how Nigeria judicial system works. These are a set of people who are self-centered when it comes to corruption. The judges themselves are corrupt. Are corrupt. This justice work hand in hand with petitions. That's why I tell most people that if this were to be in the Western world, I would beat my chest and confidently tell you that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be ousted out of office. But don't forget that, man.
Is there enough evidence to back that up?
Even if you have numerous evidence, the judges themselves will not talk towards that part. You know, this is how this thing work now. Nigeria is a third world country. Even if you like, bring all the evidences you have in this world, take it to the courtroom. Those judges will still take the
incorruptible judges you have in the country.
That is, see, Mr. Christian. One thing that determines, I haven't seen a situation whereby a judge said politicians were calling her to send money into account. It happened in Kano State when she had to exit that tribunal. So what do you expect? I don't see any upset in this judge, in this verdict today. What I'm seeing is that
the status quo will remain.
It will remain. They will uphold Asiwaju presidential election, and then even if Asiwaju loses at the tribunal, peradventure caught me.
Peradventure.
He lost. He still have 90 days, 3 months, 90 days for him to appeal. It shows he will still go to Supreme Court, so he will still be president till like March or April of next year. And before that time, he will do everything possible I swear, would that be possible for you, for Supreme Court not to chase him out?
Do you think they can control the Supreme Court?
Eh?
Can they control the Supreme Court?
Can they control
the Supreme Court?
Exactly, say. By you, even if you
The history of Nigeria.
even
Prove that to me.
If even if you want to be neutral, why do you think Onage was removed?
No, that was not. That was
APC felt he was working hand with PDP. In a country that has rule of law, can you just remove the CJN of the country without substantial facts? Because you presume he was working hand in hand with what opposition, and then these are just fallacy. This false rumor that cannot be proven. The president just removed him, and up to today, and then nothing happened.
yes.
You saw that today.
They spent 8 years.
8 years, because he felt if this matter of the pre-election gets to the Supreme Court, Onage would remove him because that election was fraudulent. What do you do if Ashwadi feels that the CJA is not working in his favor? He will come out before that time, bring the other person that will say yes, I should do well. My brother, like there's a jungle. Don't expect.
Some people are having hope. Some people have hope in the judiciary.
Those having hope should have it at their own peril. But for me, I've seen Nigeria is a jungle. Bet me, the major issues Obi challenge is challenging the 25% of what Abuja Tinubu to secure 25% in the year. And Atiku is challenging the Chicago results.
Okay.
Now, the main emphasis should be that was the election free and fair? Were there irregularities that marred that election? But if it's based on that, my brother at Tinubu is going nowhere. Tinubu will say I'm here.
Chaos. Do you expect any form of chaos?
Which form of chaos?
If Aswaji is not giving the
my advice to those that want to start on unnecessary chaos, they should go and relax. Politicians are not supposed. Don't die for any politician. They are best of state federal. Don't die for them. They are best of state federal. Don't go out and waste your life for them. They are useless. Someone just said they were on the cover plots.
Somebody say, Mr. Flap say, the judiciary is synonymous with jungle.
That's what I've been saying. So that's
our learned council.
Wow, the learned council.
That's the judiciary.
There are towns in that place. Forget those. Forget those wisdom. Yeah, most of them take estate. Most of them take Colorado. Forget those men there. If you are looking for the system of government, the only arm of government that is more corrupt, the judiciary is number one. The judiciary is number one. They are so corrupt, compromised.
That should be the last hope of the common man.
It is not even the common man. That is even verdicts are being given based on how verdicts is being given on how
you're able to influence.
On how you can influence. That is how it works. So don't say as a Nigerian, I don't expect anything good from the judiciary.
Okay,
I don't expect anything good.
Who in your heart do you want to be announced as president? In your heart, who do you want to be announced as president?
In my heart. In my heart,
I vote for.
I voted Peter Obi. I want him to be declared winner, but see, it is impossible. It is impossible. That dream that dream can never come true.
Okay, are you satisfied with this government?
Satisfied with this government?
This government.
Can any, even those that voted for him cannot beat their chest that they are satisfied with this government. Yesterday, Kule walked up to me in the street. I was telling me that is tired, that he wants to look for someone, that is reaching out to someone that will take him abroad.
Please, let's not.
That's not something we should discuss here. But that was what he said.
APC supporters are also fed up of the.
Who is not fed up with the way things are? Who is not fed up? There is unemployment, hardship, inflation. A government that went to Egypt and borrowed money and just to plunk into forest, and now what is, and now Alpha forest.
Okay, yes, that's Mr. David.
It is so bad.
Talking about I think there's heavy security in the tribunal.
Heavy security.
Nothing. We don't expect any funny thing to happen.
The judiciary should stop playing with our. Let them announce it. Stop giving us this suspense as if something good will come out of it. Nothing good will come out of it. They should have told us since yesterday that my people, we are just don't expect much. Stop giving us hope where there is no hope. Tell us that my brother, you later now you hear based on technicality, Asiwaju remains the president. No be today when they hear that. Based on technicality. Now that thing they use. Now that time they use winders when they know based on technicality. That was based on technicality.
It is what you present for the court.
It is stupid. That was what APC used and win in the state based on technicality. Based on technicality today, APC would win. It is obvious.
Okay, as you can see, around where we are, people anticipating, wanting to know, very interested in what will come out of today's sitting. Whether we will move on the country or whether there will be total hope lost. Total, I say total. Hope
I want to appeal to people not to raise their hopes, because if you don't have high hopes, you will not get much expectations from the judiciary. Just lower your hope. Whatever outcome it is, bear it in mind that our judicial system cannot be trusted.
Thank you very much, Mr. David, for your contribution this morning. Yes, currently they are seated at the tribunal this morning. The lawyers are seated waiting for the time of the judgment. Don't forget, it will be broadcast live. It will be broadcast live, so stay glued, and we might be giving you a form of analysis on the broadcast. I have Mr. Matthew. Good morning, Mr. Matthew. I know Mr. Matthew is better informed when it comes to such issues. Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Just hold this one. Today is the day. Today is set, and we're going to know the interpretation of that Abuja 25%. Just talk about it.
Thank God to say we are going to know.
Because everybody have their own interpretation.
It is irrespective of your personal interpretation. You are not competent to give judgment.
Is it about competence, or you don't have the jurisdiction?
You are not competent to give judgment.
These lawyers, Abuja was a former.
He is not competent in this regard to give judgment. The only one that is competent is the court that is given the jurisdiction to do so. So what you have is your personal opinion. You can ventilate it, but you cannot use that to extrapolate what will likely be the outcome of the case.
What do you think Nigerians are expecting?
Nigerians are expecting the court to give judgment.
Judgment or justice?
Justice is not only Nigeria that is expecting justice, because you go and look at the woman of justice, you understand that that woman is blindfolded. They have a weighing balance, so that if you weigh the case irrespective of who is involved. They cut it where it balances. So justice is the watchword. It's not because of this particular case. If you are asking for justice, of course you are asking for the right thing. So it depends on what you mean by justice.
So this achievement says woe unto any man that puts his trust in the judiciary. I know you have
no. Maybe he may be trying to quote the scripture because the Bible says woe to him that puts his trust in man.
The judiciary is different from.
No. Equally, if you put your hope in judiciary, it's being handled by man. So I think you can see it may be relative.
What do you think will make Nigerians happy from this judgment?
It depends on the individual. You have Nigeria.
What will make you happy from the judgment?
What outcome
will make you happy?
Is justice.
What outcome? Is it either if they give it to Tinubu, Atiku, or Obi?
No, that is prejudice.
Why is saying P2B?
He's speaking for himself. That is prejudice.
No, you're what you expect.
I expect justice.
Justice for
the case.
No matter what happens, whoever is being given justice.
No, we can do appraisal after the judgment, but for now, it is prejudicial to say Obi, Atiku, or Tinubu.
Do you foresee any kind of chaos or any kind of crisis after the judgment? Do you foresee?
Not at all.
Because there are threats on social media that if it goes a certain way, Nigerians will troop the streets to defend the constitution.
I'm not envisaging any threat in any way. I'm not.
Okay, let's look at what Peter Meriadili said. You watched the video?
I don't watch the video. I think I read part of it.
So, what will you take out of what he said?
I think it's unbecoming of somebody of our status. It's quite unfortunate. For me, that such statement needed not to come from somebody like that. Because it looked as if he's trying to preempt the outcome of the case.
Well, I think that is what's making people trying to say that it's like they have already written the judgment. Because from what she said,
it's quite unfortunate. Like I told you, I at least expected somebody of our status to start come up with that statement.
Okay, Mr. Matthew, what will make you happy today?
Justice.
You're always saying justice. I know what. I don't want to extrapolate you. Let me use the word.
No, if you extrapolate,
I know.
What I mean is the only thing that can make me happy is justice.
Okay.
And like I told you earlier on, in our legal jurisprudence here in Nigeria, it is prejudicial to give judgment.
That man says anything can happen.
Of course, the way it is like a woman that is pregnant that wants to deliver, and maybe there is no scan, so nobody knows the gender and all that. So we are all expecting.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matthew. What's your advice to those that are going out to protest? Because I see some people, they are already on their way to Abuja in case anything happens, they will do anyhow. What's your advice to them?
The issue is that the constitution guarantees Nigerians rights of peaceful protests. But again, don't forget that we have had issues in Nigeria where Nigerian security agencies are known to be operate with high-handedness. So to that extent, I think it's always good to be careful, circumspect in everything you do in Nigeria, because Nigeria is not a civilized society. We have seen instances where police will take laws into their hands and start brutalizing even people who are protesting peacefully. So to that extent, I think people have to be careful even as they try to exercise their right of peaceful protest.
Are you okay with the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
I'm not satisfied with his approach of governance.
And you wish that he doesn't return as president.
No, it's not about my wish. It's about the court taking the.
Why are you not satisfied with the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Because the policy's direction is too harsh. It's not taking care of the welfare of Nigerians. Because the constitution says that the welfare of Nigerians and their security shall be the primary purpose of governance. And we are seeing a government that is not putting that into cognizance. So for me, I'm not comfortable with this policy direction.
Apart Atiku and Obi, who do you wish to see become president?
It's not about my wish.
From three of them, who do you vote for?
It's not, at this stage, we are waiting for the judgment of the court.
Mr. Matthew.
It is prejudicial to start diving into that arena.
Okay. We are trying to know what Nigerians are expecting. That's why I'm asking that question. What are you expecting
I'm expecting
justice. Of course, everyone expects justice. But let's look at the sentiment. People are saying we expect Tinubu to still become the president. Some are saying we expect Obi. If you tell me who you want to become president, I'll ask you why.
I expect justice. It's not about what you are saying is for me to consider myself into another country, not by here.
No, I support this person. I support that person.
It's irrespective of who I support. Because if I tell you who I support here, it's not going to influence the outcome of the judgment. What influence the outcome of the judgment if all things go well as
is a Matthew. You say Matthew.
Not my knee is where is he? Let him come back to this place. Not my knee.
Please don't expose Mr. Matthew.
No, I spoke to myself. He needs to call you and engage me. Let me call you and engage me.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matthew, for your contribution. I may call you back. You can see anticipation. Papa wants Tinubu to go, Abi.
Yes, let me go.
Yeah, he's making Nigeria suffer.
Very, very suffer. Everybody die for money.
To get things, it costs. Everything costs.
Everything costs. Everything costs. Everything down costs.
Papa is angry. Papa is angry. Yes, Dotman pounds, Uchejini, Udechima, Adegiani. Let's see your take. What's your take today? Heaven will not fall. Whatever judgment is given today, it is in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in favor of Peace Obi, in favor of Atiku. Heaven will not fall. But I know that eventually it will get to the Supreme Court. Parties that are not satisfied with the judgment, this journey will still get on to the Supreme Court. Let's take a look around and see what is happening. Let's take a look around and see.
People. Yes.
I have Mr.
All right, MC Grammar. Yes.
MC Grammar, good morning.
All right, good morning. This is MC Grammar. I think I did the introduction already. A lot of people knows me. This is MC Grammar, the only man who knows how to say the truth. Nothing but the truth.
The only man in Nigeria who knows how to say the truth.
The truth. Nothing but
what are you expecting today?
Oh, well, as you can see, today's Tribunal, I'm already celebrating because Tinubu is out of the picture. That's the truth. Tinubu is going to go out of power. I'm celebrating already. Nothing can stop that celebration. I'm telling the truth. In case you don't know, all of us, we all know what the result is going to be. Tinubu is going to have a power. Two things is going to happen. Either they install P2B as the next president, or there's going to be an election. And that election, Tinubu is not going to participate. That's the truth. I'm already celebrating in my house because I know very well that Tinubu is going to be betrayed today, and he can go to Supreme Court. But even if he goes to Supreme Court, I have a confidence that we are still going to win in there. So that's why I said, someone like me, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about someone like me. I'm already celebrating, jubilating, knowing fully well what is going to come out of today's judgment.
You trust the justice system?
Yes, you know what? For once, I never trusted Nigeria justice system. But for once, I'm coming to trust them. These particular people in charge of this case, I don't think they are people that can accept bribe. Let me tell you something. Hear me. In case you don't know, do you know why Tinubu made Wike FCT minister? He made him up in case there's going to be a rerun election so that he can rig the election for him. But you don't know. I know their plans. There is nothing that government comes up with that I don't know. You have never asked yourself, among all posts, why did he give Wike the FCT minister? He wanted Wike to rig the election for him. But that's
an allegation.
Yeah, no, not allegation, it's a fact. That's the truth. Let me tell you, I am what I call the man who sees everything is spiritual. That is where I am.
Heavy security, as Tribunal decides Atiku Obi's petition. Heavy security.
Yes, of course, there should be heavy security because we don't want nonsense. There should be heavy security. Nigeria don't want to take nonsense this time around. So I am not against the heavy security. There should be heavy security so that once the result is being called upon, then Tinubu can go home crying. Then Tinubu can go home shedding tears because this is over for Tinubu. From today, it's over for Tinubu. So we all know, and you know what? Guess what? The Tribunal will not want to fuck up. That one shiri. No, she be for Baba. No. You see, the Nigerians are watching. Okay, let's not abuse them. Okay, fine. I'll take that word. Let's, you know, sometimes when I'm in high spirit like this, your brain in the head. So, okay, let's not abuse them. What I'm trying to say is that they want to deliver the judgment. You know why? Because they know that this is Nigeria, where everything is at stake. Recently, I don't know whether it's true or false. I heard yesterday that Cameroon has
it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed.
I just said it as a rumor, but I don't think it's confirmed already. But that guy, I think Cameroon needs to take away that bidder or bia, whatever you call him. So now I'm trying to say that we have still other.
The judiciary, the justice will not want to fuck up. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, they will not want to fuck up. That's the truth. At least for once, they know we know they are criminal. But for once, they want to say
they know you know that they are criminals.
They know Nigerians know they are criminals. But for once,
is it that Nigerians don't trust them?
No, we know they are criminals. They are criminals, we know. But for once, they want to deliver the justice the way it is like. So that's the truth.
What if Tinubu is giving the presidency?
He said, no, you cannot be. You know why? Let me tell you why. Tinubu has bribed them. Oh, you are not even aware. Tinubu has bribed them, then they refuse. So that's the problem.
I'm not aware of this one.
Okay, now I'm aware of it. Tinubu bribed them, they refused that they want to deliver the thing. So that's why Tinubu said he's confused. So he's confused. You know, unlike those days where Jagaba will speak with confidence, everybody is shaking. So that's just the
he said he's not moved by
that one. I just statement of this thing. We know he's moving. His pampers. You don't even see. Okay, you're not even seeing pampers. Oh, my way pampers, I see it. So he's shaking. So that's the truth. That was the day I was standing. I was looking at his straw through the pampers. I showed you the pampers were really shaking.
Thank you very much.
Not because I mentioned the pampers. So I want to say thank you very much. Listen, wait, Nigerians, that's my problem with all these press people. They know a way of supporting government, and it's really annoying me. No, just because I hit something on government, he wants to say thank you very much. He has not finished answering the question. Now, fans, I want to tell you something. You must continue with the question. Don't tell me thank you very much.
Okay, what will make you happy?
What will make me happy? What will make me happy is to see a peaceful Nigeria, is to see a prosperous Nigeria, is to see a happy Nigeria, is to see a moving Nigeria, is to see a standing Nigeria, is to see a Nigeria where all of us can point to say, I am a Nigerian. For instance, someone like me now, I can't confidently come out to say I'm a Nigerian. Imagine when I travel to Togo. I travel out to Togo. To tell people I'm a Nigerian is a lie because I speak a little bit of French.
Are you satisfied with Tinubu's government?
Why would I be satisfied? Okay, now somebody entered government, increased prices of fuel, told you is a subsidy. Let me ask one quick question. I want to ask you first one question. Please, do not look down on this question. Where was subsidy when Yar'Adua decreased price of fuel? That's my question. I keep asking every question every time. Where was subsidy not in Nigeria? Where was subsidy? Yar'Adua carried fuel, high price, brought it down. Where was subsidy? Was subsidy not existing then? This is the question I've been throwing to Nigerians that they refuse to answer me. Nobody can manufacture or produce a good answer to this question. Was subsidy not existing? Was it not existing during Yar'Adua time? We have started importing fuel during Yar'Adua time. So my question is, where was subsidy? So if Yar'Adua could bring down the prices of fuel during this time, it means subsidy is a scam. It means these people are criminals. It means Tinubu is a criminal. That's what it means. Because there's no subsidy anywhere. Now, you want to
politicians are criminals. Politicians are criminals.
Buhari that is even supposed to increase subsidy, he did not increase subsidy. Buhari has everywhere because everybody knows him as a stubborn president. So if he had increased subsidy, we will not complain Nigeria. We will say, okay, as usual, we accept whatever Buhari take. Not Tinubu of yesterday. Jagaba, everybody say, there's one guy in my area, very funny. Before this year, this APC something. He was singing one song to me when he says, Jagaba, no ma wale, Jagaba, no ma wale, ẹni tí ó fẹ́ kó lọ kú dànù. Jagaba, no ma wale.
There's a breaking news. Vice President Shettima and Chief of Staff Ojadabila is in the court this morning.
What are they in the court for?
They are representing the APC now.
They are representing the APC. They are
part of those that the petition.
Oh, of course. They should be called Shettima too. Is it not vice? If Tinubu goes, he himself is going. What are you saying? So he knows why he's in court. Shettima is a vice to Tinubu. So if Tinubu goes, he's going too. So what are we talking about? In fact, he should be sleeping in the court.
Aisha Yusufu is also in the building this morning. You know Aisha Yusufu?
Yes, I know. All right, greater for me, you know. These are wonderful people. I don't really want to.
National Chairman of the APC, Ganduje Abdullahi, is also in the court this morning.
Ganduje should be.
It seems the house is full.
Yeah, see, let me tell you something. The house will be filled to the last level. You understand me? The house will be filled to the last level because we want something good for Nigeria. You understand me? When I'm talking, I speak with action. And that's why a lot of people prefer to call me the action man. I speak with action. I don't fear anybody. You see, let me tell you the truth. Everywhere I go to, nobody, I don't fear any man. I don't fear even your president. Yes, you call out Tinubu today, I will face him on the challenge. I will tell him he's not a graduate. Policy school. That's the truth. I know it, and I know it very well. I can prove it. I have everything to prove it that Tinubu did not go to school. But what I don't want to. That's a topic for another day. I don't want to talk about it today. What I'm saying is that everybody already knows me that this is a man who fears nobody. In case you don't know, I'm from R&D Zogin in Imo State, a very strong community. Nobody can defeat that community. Who are you?
So what are you
ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you very much. I just want to say, in case you want me to accompany the event as an MC, you can easily reach out to me on this number 09057834787. Call me. I will be the one to answer your call. You know what? In case you are somebody who is trying to set me up, no problem. Call me. Thank
you very much. That's MC Grammar. It's funny in his own way. What's your take? With the presence of all these guys, Shetima, Bajabia Mila, Ganduje, and most of the ABC government officials, do you think that the judges will still have that confidence to give judgment according to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Do you think that they'll be bold enough not to be cowed by any form of intimidation? Let's get a reaction this morning before we go to the end of the program. If you want to support us so that we can go live, and we spend a lot on data and everything. If you want to support us so that we can be going live every morning. I'm Christian. I have Mr. Udeze Chima. Good morning, Mr. Udeze Chima. I can see who is rejoicing? Who is rejoicing? Who is rejoicing? Okay, let me look at the reactions. Yes, yes, Dutchman Pounds expecting a call for rerun. Uchejini says, I know Tinubu will remain, but I'm looking forward to exactly what the judges say as to why none of the humongous body of evidence against Tinubu could not disqualify. That's my own point. I want to see what the judges will say. Looking at the controversy, especially with the FCT 25%. Many lawyers and senior advocates of Nigeria, Learned Council men have argued on this FCT 25%. Let's see what the tribunal will say about that. Let's see what they will say about the allegation on the drug case. Let's see what they will say about INEC not transmitting through the IREV. Let's see what they will say about the forgery of results, perjury and everything. Let's see, and it's going to set the precedence for our judicial system in the future. Let's look at other reactions this morning as let's look around and see what is happening in the environment this morning. You're looking at the updates. Bala Mohammed, the governor of Bauchi State, Julius Abure, Abdullahi Ganduje, the national chairman of the APC, and Abdullahi Sule, the governor of Nasarawa State. we are seen at the Presidential Tribunal Court to witness the verdict. Before this time, I think there was a time that they needed the presence of some of the APC chieftains, but they did not honor the invitation. But at this point in time, we are seeing the final day. We would see what the judges wants to say. I know that it is an important case that will shape the future of the country, shape the future of Nigeria and Nigerians. Many want Obi to become the president, others want Atiku, and supporters of the APC want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to become the president. Although the almost 100 days in office of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has not been too palatable for Nigerians. But we wish to see a country whereby we have the right persons in the right position, we have the round pegs in the round holes, and we have a country that is free of corruption and evil men. I have one of my learned gentlemen. Good morning. What are your expectations this morning from the tribunal judgment?
The expectation is simple. The judgment should be fair. The judgment should be balanced. The judgment should be free of bias. There should be no form of there should be no form of intimidation, no form of pressure on the judiciary at this time. And as citizens, I look forward to a peaceful nation before, during, and after the judgment.
Are you satisfied with the current governance of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Are you satisfied with this system?
No, I am not. No, I am not.
Do you wish to see a change?
Definitely. I mean, you can. I mean, give or take, you want to say 100 days. Still a bit young in the life of an administration, which I also concur with. But from the steps we are seeing so far, maybe I'm not too impressed.
And you wish the change? You wish that the change should come from the tribunal?
That is left for the tribunal to decide. If what is before them is sufficient enough to effect that, why not? Why not? It should come.
We have Shetima, we have Gandhi, we have most APC chieftains in the court this morning. Do you see that hampering on the boldness of the judges to give a good judgment?
Not at all.
Because there are so many APC officers in the court this morning.
That shouldn't be the issue. The tribunal, these are seasoned luminary, of which they are not really moved by all of that. The weight of the people in court is about what is before them, and I think that is what should count.
Do you trust our justice system?
To a large extent, is our country. I do, until they prove otherwise.
Okay, I think today might be the day you will now decide whether you trust them or not.
Let's wait and see, Christian.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother.
God bless you. That's our reactions. I think for now we'll call it a close. I'm Christian Chigo. Don't forget to support us so that we can move on with this wonderful program. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much, Mr. Uchejini. Thank you very much, Mr. Odide Chima. Thank you very much, Dutchman Pound. Everyone has watched this morning. We'll still come up when the judgment is given. We'll still have a live session when the judgment has been given, and also get reactions from people. Thank you very much, Adegowani, Mr. Adegowani, my guy. Thank you very much, everyone that have been flagged. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Mr. Akunle. Thank you. Just hold this one. We are going to make history today.
I think so.
History today is either we know whether the constitution will be upheld, or you can hold it in your hand. Let me help you. Is that we know whether the constitution will be upheld or yes. What's your take today?
Yeah, what we are going to see today is whether courts are encoded or embedded in Nigerian constitution will play out or hold today. Because of course we know that if we don't get, among the contestants, people that contested, if you don't have 25% at the FCT, you are nowhere to be found. And we discovered that since 1999, Obasanjo, Yar'Adua, Jonathan, Buhari of 2015, Buhari of 2019, till date, they scored more than that. Obasanjo scored 68. Let me just say, Jonathan get more than 50 something, and so on and so forth. Same with Yar'Adua. But currently, we discovered that Obi scored 61%. Are you listening to me? Tinubu scored less than 20% in Abuja.
Where did you get
my facts? Yes, I do research. I'm telling you, from 1999 to date, this is the first time they want to scatter that constitutional law. That if you don't score 25% at the FCT, you are nowhere to be found. You've totally failed. So if what plays out today is going to be technicalities, it means we have turned our back on our constitution. For what? For selfish interest. See, it's obvious that we have benches, not even a bench of lawyers there, benches of judges, who are going to decide Tinubu, Atiku, Obi's fate today. But what we should, be focused on now should be the constitution. We are there to, see these judges interpret, review Nigerian constitutions. So we don't want a situation whereby the rules and regulations of this country, have been brought over by some.
We have Shetima in court this morning. We have Danji in court. We have Badabiamila. We have many APC chieftains. Do you think that would make the judges
intimidated?
Yeah, intimidated.
No, they are not going to intimidate the judges. But what I believe is that they gave the judges money. They bribed the judges. This is why the so-called Ganduje, then the sponsor of Bandit and Boko Haram is there. Then Chief of Staff, Bajamila is there. Is to make sure that those judges will never ever forget the money the Ghana must go they gave them. But if you ask me, Nigerians are praying right now that God will use those judges to collect money who they believe collected money. God will use them to show them that money is not everything. Collect their money, spend their money. The money belongs to Nigerians. The money is for our country. So that is from the angle I wanted the judges to be seeing it now. Nobody should be, feeling timorous on the job, how to do well. That is their own specialization. They are professionals on that field. They are the judiciary. They are the ones that interpret any country's constitution. I think understand. They should forget about intimidation. They should forget about presence of the so-called cabals. Let me tell you, people that have, been holding this country ransom for how many years now? What are they looking in the court? They want to make sure that the bribe they give these judges stands. They make sure that, as we said earlier, that these judges are was intimidated, timorous because of their presence. Their presence does not matter. All I know is that they are there, fully armed with money, but not with bullets or guns.
What are you optimistic about?
I'm optimistic of the fact that Obi will come out victory. Listen to me. The constitutional review of the country is going to play an important role on this judgment. Money is forgotten there, and the disappointment will be, on the side of the election riggers. On the APC political party platform, the party that has been rigging and rigging since 2015 till today, they are not tired. So what I'm why I'm being optimistic today is that I know that in Nigeria, since 1966, Igbo man has never ruled Nigeria again, which was why on during February 2023 election, Yoruba, Hausa, Ejo, ethnic nationalities across Nigeria, they decided to give it to a new man so that they would get good results. But today, I'm optimistic owing to the fact that failure to give it to the right person that won the election, Nigerian electoral system will never be the same again. And no Nigeria will ever go to any polling unit to vote, cast their vote again, because it's an effort in futility. If you go there, you are wasting your time.
Nigerians are not satisfied with the presidency.
They are not satisfied at all. At all. Bola Tinubu did not win election. Bola Tinubu did not granted the press interview for the press to know the agenda of this man, his manifestos, even up to the level that he went to the Chatham House in England. This man could not answer questions. Nobody knew what he was having in mind. I didn't understand. Bola Tinubu is a man I know that had issues with drug certificates in Chicago State University of USA. See, he had issue with his certificate, he had issue with his name, he answered female name. See, let me tell you, everything about him is hidden and secretive. So, let me tell you, no Nigerian is having any hope on this government. Okay, where is he? He should have been there now. He has absconded into India. Anytime they want to do bad thing in Nigeria, the president will leave. That should be the time United Nations used to have their summit. Anytime Tinubu killed many people, Buhari will have gone into Europe. That should be the right time to go for medication. This time around, Tinubu is in India because of some nonsense summit. He is the person of interest. He is the principal culprit. He should be in the court.
It's an allegation. He's not indicted yet.
No, he has been indicted by the witnesses of INEC. They all ran away from the court. All the invitation by Obi's counsel, by all the judges, prove what? Abortive or aborted. I listen to me. So let me tell you, this time around, we don't need an interpreter. We don't need a soothsayer. We don't need a prophet to tell us that Tinubu failed in this election. But what Tinubu is using for us is against us is federal money, failed. Europe, America, France is using all these colonizers against us. They are conniving with him. So by the time they gave it to him, Tinubu will be at least using as a bait to siphon our mineral resources into Europe, America, and the rest of the continent.
Mr. for your contribution this morning. I have Mr. Felix. Good morning, Mr. Felix.
Morning, Mr. Christian.
Are you in high spirits this morning?
Well, just as what I said yesterday, the tension is high. And I stand to still be corrected. The judges should not be biased. The judges should base their judgment based on Nigeria Constitution. There shouldn't be technicalities.
That's part of the process.
There shouldn't be technicalities. It should be based on the Nigeria Constitution. You see what I'm saying? These are people that are not objective.
He's asking why won't there be technicality?
There will not be technicality because everything has been spent. Everything has been spent in the Constitution. Have been spent in the Constitution.
Okay, are you satisfied with this current governance of the President Bola Tinubu?
This government is the worst government.
What are you expecting from personally, in your heart? What are you expecting? Who are you expecting to come out victorious at the tribunal today?
Just as what I said.
So you don't have anybody in mind that, like, this is the person I want the tribunal. Like, in my heart of hearts, all things being equal, this person I want.
The way I'm looking at it, Atiku may likely carry the day. Why I say that Atiku may likely carry the day is this: is that there's a case against Obi that his name was not in Labour Party.
That's the inter-party
affair. That the Constitution says that you must be a member 6 months before that time.
I think they squashed it out because they said it is the inter-party affair. they don't have to peep into their inter-party affair.
The question is this: is that between Atiku and Obi, they should take one as well.
If there's a rerun,
they will disqualify. They should disqualify Tinubu.
and between Atiku and Obi, who do you think will win if there's a rerun?
When the Atiku will win.
Can you substantiate that?
Well, Atiku will win. The Northerners will support their people. They will support Atiku to the last. They will support Atiku. And majority carries what? The vote in politics.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Felix. We don't expect to see any form of violence, but let's get the mood of the moment. What Nigerians are feeling.
You're making noise.
Mood of the moment. People are looking at their phones. People are monitoring. The internet will be on fire today. They are monitoring the events of things. If you look at Twitter, Twitter is on fire. Many government officials are in the court this morning, and we'll call that a close for now. Thanks for watching. Like I said, if you want to support us so that we can also always be on air, go on live program like this. God bless you, Dutchman Pound. God bless you, Shima. Everybody, God bless you. I'm Christian Chuku. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.